motivational fitness coaching for beginners.
It's been so easy to gain weight since the stay-at-home order back in March of 2020. And if you're looking to get back in shape, personal training may be the option for you. But is personal training safe during COVID-19? Today we're going to be discussing if it is and some of your options with that. And stay tuned until the end where you'll get a checklist on how to find the best personal training option for you. You're listening to Trying to Fit, a motivational fitness podcast meant to guide beginners to getting fit through the proper mindset, planning, and actions. My name is Vladimir, Coach Glad Simeon, and I'm a health fitness specialist with a philosophy to keep fitness practical so that it's easy to start and maintain. We're here to get inspired to get healthier, learn from the successful, and overcome whatever is keeping you from getting fit. Are you ready to put in work? Let's get started.
It's time to get busy.
Alright, warm-up time. Let's get started.
Welcome to Trying to Fit. I'm your host, Coach Glad, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in. This is episode 7, and we began a new series on health and fitness during COVID-19. Last week, we discussed if gyms are safe to return to since the stay-at-home order back in March of 2020. And if you have not heard that episode, please check out the Trying to Fit podcast on all of the major platforms so you can catch up. But today we're going to be discussing, is personal training safe during COVID-19? A lot of us have been home since the stay-at-home order back in March of 2020, and that has totally taken us out of our routine. Some of us work from home and there is no home or work separation. Some of us have to balance childcare, work, home, and everything else on our plate. And that has totally taken us out of our routine. And for some of us, our fitness has suffered for it. And if you're looking to get back in shape, personal training may be the option that may work for you. But you may have concerns with that. And we're going to be discussing some of those and some of the benefits today. That way you're informed and you can make the best decision for yourself and when it comes to personal training and getting back in shape. And if you're ready to get back into that routine, let's get started.
Alright, time to put in the work. Ready, set, go.
Before we dive into any of the benefits of personal training, let me give you a disclaimer. With all fitness, there is some risk of injury. However, it's definitely been elevated since the COVID-19 pandemic. But my goal is to make sure that you get all the information so you can make the right decision for you and your particular situation. I know that exercise has great benefits physically, emotionally, and mentally. And exercising during COVID-19 with a personal trainer has a lot of benefits that may outweigh some of the risks of staying unhealthy and gaining weight every single day. Exercise is great. There's always great benefits with it, and you're always going to feel better after your workout than you do before your workout. Which brings me to my first point of personal training and some of the benefits. The number one benefit of personal training is accountability. What do I mean by that? You are literally paying somebody to make sure that you work out. With all people, they're self-motivated in some area of their life. Some people are self-motivated when it comes to work. Some people are self-motivated when it comes to their education. And for the few, they're self-motivated when it comes to exercise. And for those that are not self-motivated when it comes to exercise, it's probably been worse since the pandemic has started. And if you're looking to get back in shape, personal training may be the option for you to help get you motivated until you can motivate yourself. And this is a quote that I seen online that I'm going to attest that a personal trainer definitely said this. It's totally anonymous, but I'm going to say a personal trainer said this. I want to inspire people. I want someone to look up and say, because of you, I did not give up. Personal trainers tend to see the best in people, and that's why they push you so much during the workout. They know you have a lot more in you than what you are presenting. And because you're pushing yourself, you're going to see a lot more results than if you were to try to work out on your own. Which brings me to my second point, which is the results that you get during personal training. Because you are pushing yourself, because you have that accountability, you're going to see results. And because you're getting results, you're going to be more motivated to push yourself. And as you're pushing yourself, you're going to see more results, and that's going to motivate you even more. And then it becomes a cycle until you get to your fitness goal. And lastly, the benefit of working with a personal trainer is the consistency. The consistency with your workouts, the consistency with your diet, consistency with your exercise. You're going to get all of that because you have somebody to hold you accountable to your goals. And you will get to your goals with the right personal trainer. And now that you heard all of the benefits of personal training, let's find out the best options for you during COVID-19.
Easy set. Time to add some weight.
Well, first of all, I want to talk about some of the health risks that are involved when it comes to personal training and contracting COVID-19. Whenever you leave the safety of your home, you're putting yourself at risk. We discussed a lot of that during last episode when we talked about going to the gym and the risks that are involved with that. And I outlined all the precautions that commercial gyms take to mitigate the risk of contracting COVID-19 with any of their employees or any of their members. And I believe that personal trainers are taking some of the same precautions and taking it as seriously. Because when it comes to personal training, if you are sick and not working, you're not making any money. Therefore, they're going to take it seriously for the safety of their clients and for themselves. Which brings me to the options that you have when it comes to personal training and having somebody there to hold you accountable to your health goals. We're going to go through the list by the least amount of risk to the most amount of risk. And the number one option for personal training during COVID-19 is online personal training. For some people, this may not be a viable option because they prefer having somebody there with them to push them. But I guarantee you, you can get a great workout with an online personal trainer. So don't knock it until you have tried it. And some of the benefits of an online personal trainer include: 1, the flexibility in schedule; 2, freedom to travel and maintain your appointments; and 3, the convenience. What does this mean? Well, you don't have to leave your home. And if you do have to leave your home and travel, you can maintain your workout schedule. And you have that accountability and somebody to push you with your workouts with an online personal trainer. Now, the second option with personal training during COVID-19 is in-home sessions. And yes, there are risks with in-home sessions and having somebody in your house, but the benefits may outweigh those risks. Therefore, some of the risks with in-home personal training include that in-person motivation. So you have that interaction for those that like the in-person interaction. 2, you have more options with equipment that the personal trainer brings. And 3, there is flexibility with the schedule. What do I mean by that? You're not limited to just your own equipment. Whatever the equipment the personal trainer brings, that'll add some variety to your workout. You don't have to leave your home, so you can set the schedule to at your convenience. And you do have that in-person interaction. For some people, that may be the only person or the only adult that they get to speak to. And for that session, you're able to speak and let all that stuff off of your chest and just have somebody there to listen. So there is great benefit with that. And the third option when it comes to personal training during COVID-19, and which has the largest risk, is in-studio personal training. And with in-studio personal training, they have to take the same precautions that large commercial gyms take when it comes to cleaning and sanitizing after every client, making sure the equipment is clean. But they don't have the high foot traffic that a commercial gym has. So the risks are lower than a commercial gym. But some of the benefits of in-studio personal training is you get to leave your house. And this gives you a change of pace. There is a ton of variety of workouts because you have that equipment there, and you get to set a schedule which gives you some sense of a routine. So you get a break during your daily routine. There are more options with your workout, and you get in and out in an hour, and you get to go back home feeling 10 times better than you did before you left.
Time to cool down.
I'm going to close the show with this. Is personal training safe? Tough to say. It's on a case-by-case basis, and you have to make the best decision for you. For some people, the benefits is definitely going to outweigh the risk. For some of you, you may need to take a little bit more time to make the right decision. But every time you leave your house, there is some risk. If you're going to a grocery store, you're going to a restaurant, you're putting yourself at risk also. But with a personal trainer, there's great benefits. You have somebody pushing you and holding you accountable to those results. And here are some guidelines I want you to follow when you're looking at a personal trainer. The number one thing is know your goals before you start. It doesn't make sense for you to go to a personal trainer when you don't know what you're looking for and if this is the right person to help me get there. So know your goals before you even look for a personal trainer, because they cannot define your goals. All they can do is guide you to them. They can't even get you there. They're just there to guide you. The number two thing when finding a personal trainer is find someone that is a good communicator and that you can communicate with. That means that you have similar personalities, and it's easy for you to communicate with them, and it's easy for them to communicate with you. And lastly, try it out. Look for a personal trainer that offers a free session, a free consultation, so you get to try it out before you buy it. Don't allow COVID-19 to keep you from your fitness goals. Exercise is great for you. It's going to help you relieve a lot of the stress that you are under, and you're going to get all that stuff out and be at your best for yourself and for your family. And seriously, think about personal training and don't count it out until you try it.
Good work today. You pushed yourself.
Thanks again for listening to Trying to Fit. I'm your host, Coach Glad, and we're going to continue this conversation on our Trying to Fit community on Patreon. You can support us with just a few dollars a month on Patreon, and in return, you get the support that you need to chase your fitness goals. Join us next week where we're going to be discussing working out on your own and some of your options during COVID-19. And if nobody has told you yet, I love you, God bless you, and be unstoppable. Bye-bye.
Join the